Coach My Love is for those couples who we consider self-functioning.
We also cater to singles and divorcees.
We like to focus on what you're going through today and creating steps with you to help you move toward tomorrow.
You're going to have some conflict that's unavoidable, but how you resolve the conflict is the difference.
It's not just about today. It's growing with you, with the issues of today's society, and it's personalized. We just don't put you in a one-size-fits-all situation.
And we have the tools that we're not only teaching you, but we have personally used within our own marriage and have proven to be effective. The passion is real, the dedication is there, and we just really want to help you.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, how are you today?
Listen, we got a hot topic we want to talk to you guys about, okay? So my wife was driving to the doctor today, taking care of some business, and tell them what you heard, babe.
So this morning I was listening to one of my favorite radio stations in the morning, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. They have a segment called The Strawberry Letter, where a variety of people can send in whatever relationship advice that they need, whatever they may be going through. So there was a letter this morning about a married couple. The wife was writing to Steve Harvey needing advice because her husband cheated on her with another woman. It was an ongoing affair. He decided, I'm done with her. I want my family back. I want my children back. Let's move forward in our marriage. So as they tried to move forward in their marriage, the dilemma was that the mistress, aka side chick, wouldn't let it go. She continued to pursue him, call him, stalk him, beg for him to come back, beg for a relationship, beg for him to leave his family, and the wife was fed up. So her letter to Steve Harvey, more or less, was along the lines of, I need to find a way to get rid of this chick. What should I do? The other host or co-host on the show suggested, beat her up. But Steve Harvey's response was, what you need to do is go on social media, go on Facebook, IG, YouTube, go to her church, go to her job, and tell everybody that she's a homewrecker, that she's trying to take him away from his kids, that he's trying to take him away from his family, and she's destroying our lives. And, everybody agreed with him. I didn't. Yeah. But I'm going to let you chime in.
First, my wife, first of all, she gets a little heated over certain topics, right? And so when she hit me up, she was like, babe, listen, I got this situation I just listened to. And my wife was just spitting some knowledge, man, and how she felt, man. So, babe, I'm going to let you just lead it a little bit. I'm going to chime in because you were really passionate about your response. Mm-hmm. And you had said some really key things about relationships. So what was your response? Now, remember, guys, Steve Harvey was talking about we should go and shame this woman, right? Go to the church, social media, put this woman on blast, right? Because that's normally what you do, right? You have the side chick, you attack the side chick. But how would you feel about it, baby? Tell them.
I 100,000% strongly disagree, and here's why. When you become one within your union in your marriage, whoever is at the altar with you is the only other party responsible for holding it down when it comes to your marriage. Mm-hmm. You are responsible to hold up those vows. You are responsible for respecting the union and not letting outsiders in. So I'm going to clean it up, but more or less, a side chick or some side guy off the street is going to do what they going to do. They don't care that you married. They're going to come for what they want. They doing their job. They being single. They being promiscuous. They being out here. That's what they do.
Wait a minute, hold on. I want to keep it 100 with y'all. My wife said a hoe gonna be a hoe, and a hoe gonna do what a hoe gonna do. Now, we just got to keep it 100.
I didn't know if we would be censored.
We gonna
I'm
say
gonna put it out there. You're right. Yeah, a hoe is gonna always be a hoe. So don't be mad at the hoe. And I'm not defending the hoe. What I'm saying is, if your husband or your wife is being a hoe, they need to be the ones held accountable, not the hoe. A hoe is doing her job. So I don't feel like if your husband or your wife steps out on you, that you're supposed to come for the other person. You need to be checking the person that claimed to vow to love you till death do you part from sickness and health forever and ever. Because I don't care if, they said that he made a mistake. Don't make a man pay for his mistake for the rest of his life. Okay, things can be forgiven and moved on. However, that needs to be resolved within that marriage, and you got to deal with whatever consequences come with that door you just opened. Period.
Now, it was another thing that she said about standards in men. What did you say?
My God. The world standards of men is so low. It's like the world expects men to just mess up. Like, oh, well, we know he gonna cheat, so when he cheats, we'll just deal with her because she should have knew better. No, he should have knew better. If he was man enough and grown enough to take that vow and knew what he was getting himself into, he needs to be man enough to step up to the plate and A, live by whatever he was, vowing to do, and B, deal with whatever consequences comes with that door he opened. Period.
My wife made a very good point, and I think she's, when she talks about the standards that we put on men are so low that we almost expect men to cheat. We almost expect a man is going to be a man is going to do what he's do. There's another thing, too, that I feel like men, we really set the bar low of the expectation of women. We only value women for their orifices, their looks. But looks, that's not a characteristic. That's not a trait. That's not anything of substance. That's a perk. So when we look at a woman and we just think about how she looks, we just immediately imagine what the sex is going to be like. And I'm going to tell you something, fellas. Most sex is done in your imagination. What that means is you're already imagining how this sex is going to be based on her body type, the way she looks, the way she dances, the way she moves. And we're having this wonderful sex. And I'm going to tell you guys something, and this is statistically proven. Most of the time, the sex is not what you imagine. We're always trying to live this fantasy from pornography, from music videos, from movies, and we are creating this fantastic sexual experience in our minds. And so men, we don't hold women to any other standard right now other than what that thing feel like, how that body move, how that booty, how that twerk, how that mouth game gonna be, right? We got all this stuff in our mind. We imagine everything. And I'm telling you, it don't turn out the way you think. Now they say about the statistics is about 70% of most women don't even have an orgasm during sexual intercourse. What that means, even from a woman, especially from a woman's point of view, you guys are not even experiencing climax when you're dealing with a sexual partner. Then most of the times, when you talk about sex, when you first start having sex with someone, it takes about 3 months of consistent sexual contact with that individual before you guys develop any type of rhythm or symmetry where you're even exploring decent and acceptable sexual intimacy between the partner. So I know I kind of got off on a tangent with the sex, but basically that's what that side chick in that situation was about, was sex. Now here's the second part. About the woman, and people need to understand this. When you have sex with somebody, we live in this day and age where we feel like you can have sex without attachment. You can have sex without emotion. It's just sex. There's nothing just sex. Even from a biblical standpoint, when you have sex with somebody, you become one with that person. The Bible even goes as far as says, if you have sex with a whore, and it uses whore, that's why I said go ahead and say a hoe gonna be a hoe, because it's in the Bible. It says if you have sex with a hoe, you become one with that hoe. So now we want to go and blast this woman for doing what a hoe do, right? That's her job. She was good at her job. Yeah,
but very successful.
Then again, I want to backtrack just a small bit because I don't necessarily. Let me apologize because I just felt in my heart we're calling this woman a hoe. We really don't know necessarily the situation because the man could have sent her wolf tickets. He could have told her a lot of lies and made her think that we married, but we working through and I'm trying to get we don't really know.
I appreciate you playing devil's advocate, but I did hear the full story.
Oh, okay. So
I do want to chime in to say that she was aware that he was married, and she wrote to the wife on Facebook telling her that when your husband is away with me, I take good care of him. Oh. She's a hoe.
Yeah, okay.
And then they had the nerve after the fact to call her crazy, which, those tendencies were there, but they were in defense of the husband, saying, the radio hosts were saying in defense of the husband that, man, that's messed up. now you done opened a can of worms and found out she crazy. How you gonna get rid of her? She was crazy before you had sex with her.
Normally, yeah. Normally, people are a little nuts. He a little touch too. And you're right. So I do regret. If she knew what the situation was, she definitely was wrong. But he's more wrong because he was married and he invited that situation into that situation. And so, just so you guys know, ladies in particular, when you do have sex with a married man, it's very difficult to detach your feelings from the sexual encounter. It just really is a difficult thing to do. Fellas, I think men feel like they can just hit it and quit it. They feel like they got everything under control. But I'm going to tell you something, fellas. It's already challenging to be committed and faithful and cultivate and just be in one faithful relationship, because people are constantly always changing. Moods are always changing. So it takes all your attention and your effort just to make sure your wife or your that husband is happy and being taken care of. When you bring another party into the mix, man, I'm gonna tell you something. We live in a day and age where you don't really have to do that. If you just bring it to the wife and say, listen, it's not working out, things not going well, why bring in another party? Why make your life even more complicated?
Risky.
I know it's easier said than done because there's so much temptation out there. It really is. We see it all day long. And you can say one thing and you can do another. I know someone told me this quote: never say you won't eat out of a garbage can. Just say you've never been hungry enough to do it. So it's hard for us to say what you won't do when situations are put together.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorite quotes too. But my thing is, don't ever put me in a situation where I would have to eat out of a garbage can either.
That's true. And that goes both ways, even in infidelity. So we don't know what the backstory is, what drove this man to cheat. But what I can tell you is that no good thing comes from bringing in another party into your bedroom, into your relationship. It's already complicated enough. There's already enough drama between two people that are living in a healthy situation, let alone bringing in something else that makes it even more toxic. So we just want to chime in a little bit on that conversation. Just to wrap it up, we don't really feel like you should go and put that woman on blast. I think the wife needs to really, because nobody really was talking about the man and his fault, number one, and bringing that wife and downgrading her own character. When she step outside of her character and start attacking this woman, she gonna look like the fool.
Right.
Because what it's gonna look like, the women who got these sins gonna look at you like, you stupid. Why are you going off on this woman and your husband just cheated and brought this other hussy into the situation? Now you look bad. I know I'm old school. That's hussy. That was a strong word. So now you look out of character. And now you look like Boo Boo the Fool by attacking this woman. If I was you, if anything, email that woman back and say, you know what, baby? You can have them. I'm going to be divorcing them on this day, and I'm going to send you the paperwork, and y'all can do that. Because women, if you're being cheated on, stop fighting for that man. Stop trying to fight that woman. You've already lost the fight because now you've been opened up to diseases. You've been opened up to other we call them STDs, spiritually transmitted demons, because that's what's happening when you interchange sex with someone else. You're transferring spiritual energy and all types of foolishness that's going on. So if you're being cheated on, stop fighting for that relationship. Now, am I saying it can't be saved? I don't know that. All right. But chances are there's some deep issues that's going on that's not going to be resolved by you acting a fool, going to this woman's job and acting a fool, keying cars, setting clothes on fire, all this foolishness, man. You can't do that. If you're being cheated on, that's a disrespect to the commitment of the relationship, and it is time to make some serious decision on if you want to go for it, right?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, baby. Now, my thing is this. You got one life, all right? Don't waste your good years on foolishness. Don't waste your youthful years where you got all your health and your strength and your right mind and on relationships that you struggling to try to make. And now you 55, 60, and now you want to start over and you done wasted 20, 30 years on bad relationships. Don't do that. Live life to the fullest and try to make the best decisions with the information that you have. It's been presented before you. You found out this person is cheating. Let it go. There's plenty of fish in the sea. it's time to make some decisions. Okay, that's my closing remark. What's yours, baby?
In closing, we just want to say, never apply good information to a bad situation.
That's right. So anytime you get any information from us, anybody that's giving you something good, if your situation is toxic, you can't take this information and apply it to it and think that it's going to work. Okay?
That's right.
Make a better decision for yourself. Listen, follow us. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to be bringing you great content. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns or things we want to talk about, hit us up on our email, which is coachmylove@gmail.com. Or you can visit us on our website, again, coachmylove.com. Look, fill out for a free question. Fill out our relationship questionnaire. We can help see if we can help you. We would love to help you. We're very passionate about what we're doing. All right, babe?
That's right.
All right, you guys. So we about to get out of here, and we about to go and love on each other and enjoy the rest of our day. We hope that, this, I don't know, what is it? Is it a TV series we're doing, maybe? This little something? I don't know. I just
our YouTube channel.
Our YouTube channel. I prophetically said TV.
Hussies.
And I said hussy. Lord Jesus. All right, we love you guys. We'll be hollering at you guys. Peace.
Peace out.